Hello and welcome. A dramatic weekend of hockey, so it means one thing. It's time to go wild. Welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio podcast for another week. A dramatic weekend of ice hockey across the whole of the country, particularly for the YKK Widnes Wild. Of course, this show is available via YouTube and Podbean, also picked up on Google Podcasts and Amazon Podcasts. If you want to contact the show throughout the week, you can do Facebook or twitter.com/TTGW radio. You can drop us emails, radio@widneswild.co.uk, or text us 07849767755. Oh, we can breathe a bit, but let's find out what's been going on. It's time to go wild. Hello, one and all. And breathe. You'll hear that used quite a few times by me on this show this week. Well, what drama. Ice hockey does not fail to deliver this weekend. So I hope you've all been keeping well and having a good start to your week. Drama for the YKK Widnes Wild, drama for the Solway Sharks, but quality hockey all the way through. So, I'm still stunned for words to sort of describe what happened on Sunday night at Planet Ice Widnes. We all experienced something spectacular in terms of the game. So in order to get there, this week we are actually going to have the scores. So first things first, let's get them out of the way. A roundup of the scores from the last week and the weekend just gone. Starting off with the Elite League's Challenge Cup action from Wednesday. Coventry Blaze 3, Belfast Giants 2, Dundee Stars 4, Cardiff Devils 2. Elite League action from Saturday. Dundee Stars 5, Glasgow Clan 2, Nottingham Panthers 5, Guildford Flames 2. Belfast Giants 3, Fife Flyers 1, Manchester Storm 2, Cardiff Devils 3 after overtime, Sheffield Steelers 3, Coventry Blaze 1. On Sunday, Glasgow Clan 4, Guildford Flames 3, Belfast Giants 7, Nottingham Panthers 2, Coventry Blaze 1, Sheffield Steelers 5, Fife Flyers 1, Manchester Storm 5, Cardiff Devils 1, Dundee Stars 2. EIHA Under-18s North 2 action from Saturday. Widnes 7, Sutton 15. EIHA Under-16s North 2 action from Saturday. Widnes 6, Leeds 7. From Sunday, Blackburn 0, Sheffield 10. Under-14s North 2 action from Saturday. Kingston 6, Sutton 1, Blackburn 1, Widnes 3. WNIHL Women's Premier League action from Sunday. Milton Keynes Falcons 6, Nottingham Vipers 5. NIHL National League action from Saturday. Basingstoke Bison 6, Sheffield Steel Dogs 5 after a shootout. Swindon Wildcats 5, Bees 4 after overtime. Leeds Knights 6, Telford Tigers 3, Milton Keynes Lightning 9, Raiders 2. On Saturday, Sheffield Steel Dogs 2, Basingstoke Bison 4, Bees 2, Peterborough Phantoms 1, Raiders 6, Leeds Knights 4, Telford Tigers 2, Swindon Wildcats 3. NIHL Division 1 North Morley League action from Sunday. Billingham Stars 0, Whitley Warriors 3. NIHL Division 2 North Laidler Cup action. From Sunday, Hull Jets 6, Sutton Sting 4. And the weekend that we were all keeping eyes on, if you're a Widnes Wild fan or a Solway Sharks fan. NIHL Division 1 North Morley Cup semi-finals. From Saturday, Solway Sharks 3, Widnes Wild 3. And on Sunday, Widnes Wild 5, Solway Sharks 4. The aggregate score, Widnes Wild 8, the Solway Sharks 7. That put the Widnes Wild into the Morley North Cup final. What drama! And more scores next week. As I said there, drama all the way. It was a phenomenal weekend of ice hockey. What can you say about those games other than drama, drama, drama? Both games taking goals right up until the very finish. Just going through the game sheets. From the game on Saturday, scoring opened by Vlad Volkanovs at 18 minutes 37 seconds, assisted Jay Robinson and Chris Wilcox. Then the Sharks started to answer back with a goal from Lewis Houston. Ross assisted Ross Murray and Richard Bentham. Wild then took the lead again. Unassisted goal this time from Joe Greaves at 31:45. A couple of minutes later, Solway answer back. This time, Scott Henderson from Peter Gapper and Ian Bowie. It's all square. Last 10 minutes of that game again saw big drama. Power play goal now from the Solway Sharks to take the lead. From Scott Crane, assisted by Struan Tonner. But the Wild answered back within a minute or so later. 53-56. This time Vlad Volkanovs from Richard Haggart and Chris Wilcox, and that was the way it stayed. 3-3 final score. With it being a game over aggregate legs, that's how it stayed. There was no need to go to overtime, no need for shootouts. So, what did that mean? Well, shots on goal. Now, this is very different. There were only 16 shots on Callum Hepburn in the Solway goal for an 81.25% save percentage, but 37 shots on Harrison Walker for 91.89% saves. So, yeah, a lot of shots. Well, over twice as many shots on Harrison as there was on Callum Hepburn there. So, it stayed at 3-3, so Sunday night at Planet Ice Widnes. Everything to play for, everything on the line for a place in the North Cup final. And how did it go? Well, Wild got off to a flying start at 3 minutes 59. Vlad's Volkanovs, this time from Tom Stubley and Richard Haggart, opening the scores. Power play was being had by the Wild, but the Solway Sharks answered back at 8 minutes 20. First of a hat-trick for Lewis Houston. Short-handed at 8 minutes 20, assisted by Callum Boyd. Then the Sharks really started to turn the screw. 16:27, Lewis Houston again unassisted, and then at 18:43, Peter Gapper from Ross Murray and Scott Henderson. That's the way it stood at the end of the first period. Solway Sharks in a 3-1 lead. Second period, 32 seconds in. Richard Haggart, Vlad Volkanovs, Liam Charnock. The gap was getting tightened. It's now 2-3 in favour of the Sharks. 25 minutes 10 on the power play. Vlad Volkanovs from Liam Charnock. It's all level at 3. Then 37-30 on the power play. Joe Greaves from Vlad Volkanovs and Tom Stubley gave the Wild the 4-3 lead. And that's how it went into the end of the second period. So, 1-goal game, third period, anything's possible. And anything was possible. Lots of chippiness, all kinds of things going on. But lots of action, lots of tension. 45-54. Matty Barlow from Mikey Gilbert and Joe Greaves, even-handed. 2-goal advantage in favour of the YKK Widnes Wild. It's now 5-3. Anything was going on. Then, dramas and dramas and dramas. 58 minutes and 9 seconds. Solway were putting the pressure on. And then Lewis Houston gets his hat-trick from Callum Boyd and Richard Bentham. It's now 5-4 in favour of the Wild. The goaltender gets pulled, 58-45. Drama. There's an empty net. Anything can happen. But no empty net goals, no equalisers. The final buzzer finally went. It was the YKK Widnes Wild 5, Solway Sharks 4, and the noise in the whole... in the... wrong arena there, sorry. In Planet Ice Widnes, amazing. I mean, the crowd... I can understand why the crowd levels probably weren't up to normal standards, but what a game, what a result, what a noise. Both teams put it all out on the ice. The goaltenders, Callum Hepburn, faced a total of 51 shots. So, yeah, a lot of shots. 51 in total for 90.2%. And Harrison Walker faced 48 shots, 91.67%. Total drama. I mean, absolute punishment from both teams. They gave it everything. And, well, the noise, the atmosphere. Well, what can I say? After the game, I managed to catch up with player coach Richard Hagger, and this is what he had to say.
And breathe. After the second leg of the Morley North Cup semi-final. First leg finished 3-3 on Saturday. A 5-3 win for the Wild at home against Solway on the Sunday. I managed to catch up with player coach Richard Hagger. Well, I'm just going to use the infamous phrase, put that into words.
I think everyone was outstanding today. We stood on our head from Harrison at the back all the way to everybody in the team. We've done everything that we needed to do. The guys stood up and was accounted for in that semi-final. So, yeah, great result.
I mean, it's a big result to go up to Solway, get the 3-3 draw. I mean, that must have been something special.
Yeah, well, we had a plan. We executed the plan, and we've done it again here. We changed a few things up after that first period, and that changed the course of the game in my view. So yeah, we're proud of what we've done.
It's, I mean, there were so many chances both ways. There were times you could see, there was pucks dribbling past the crease, goaltenders flying onto pucks to pull them away from the goal line. You could just see them about to go in, or open chances and not landing on sticks for both teams. It was, in terms of value of entertainment and a thrilling game, it was a heart stopper.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. We have to be brave. We knew we had to play a certain way. We've done that. We put our bodies on the line. We had everybody putting 100% in all game. And against a great team like Solway, that's what you have to do.
I mean, this is probably one of the biggest games we've had this season, to be honest. I mean, we know most people have looked at the league table and know where things are going to go, but this cup competition has been an eye-opener for everybody.
Yeah, and I think it shows how open this league can actually be. Whether you're top or you're bottom, every team can beat anybody on the day. And as I say, I think our league position currently doesn't show where we should be in the league. So we'll keep going, and we've got a big weekend next weekend before we look forward to a final. So we've got to take each game as it comes.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment we don't know who that opponent could be. At the moment it's still between Dundee and Solihull, isn't it?
Yeah, and at the end of the day we'll play whoever's put in front of us. We take each week as it comes, game by game. We don't get ahead of ourselves. We know we've got to prepare for the teams that we're playing each week, so we can't get too excited about a final, even though it is a great achievement.
I mean, tonight we were missing Lee Kemp, but Joe Greaves was back in the squad. So, I mean, having Joe up front, big bonus, particularly with that shot of his.
Yeah, and obviously we've got Gilbert back as well. We're getting Fairlawn back, but we have a couple of niggles, and that's the bonus of having such a big squad as well, is we can rotate people around. Everybody, as it shows tonight, are gelling with each other. It doesn't matter who's playing on what line. We know our roles, we know what we've got to do and how we've got to execute it to get results like we have tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the way the lines were all gelling. Players were all digging in. Up front, back in defence. I mean, caught short-handed at one point, but turned around. Solway took the 2 major penalties at one point. And it's just one of those things where you have to keep digging deep because you never know when they're catching you.
Yeah, and as I say, you've just got to make sure that you work and do the right things for that's expected of you, shift in, shift out. That's the mentality that we have, is that if we work hard, we do the right things each shift, then we'll get results at the end of a game. It's a 60-minute game, and they had two 5-minute penalties, but we kept chipping away, and eventually we got the goal that's taken us through to the final.
Yeah, I mean, you could hear the noise in the rink tonight. I mean, wasn't one of the more bigger turnouts, but the noise, I think, made up for that.
Yeah, and that's the great thing. Obviously, without the fans as well, there was our 6th man tonight. So we'll keep coming down, keep watching us, and we'll put on a performance week in, week out.
So yeah, a bit of a rest, bit of a break, so to speak. Bit of ice on the bruises, ready for next weekend. I'm trying to remember, is it Solihull?
Sheffield next week. So, as I say, we'll take them games as they come. We'll train on Thursday, make sure that we're prepared for them games, because the league's just as important for us. We've got to make sure we still get results there. And then when the final comes around, we'll be prepared for that too.
Well, what a night. What a result. I think everyone deserves a nice little rest now. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Everything on the line. One game at a time. Not sort of looking too much ahead for the final at the moment. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled as I'm recording the podcast to see if there's any news from the EIHA. Nothing currently to my news feeds about what's happening for the other game between the Solihull Barons and the Dundee Comets. There's stuff on Fixtures Live that imply that certain things might have gone one way or another. But until an official press release is found, we don't know. So the only thing I can say is keep your eyes peeled on all social media outlets and websites, etc., and we will find out and bring you the information as soon as we can. One thing I will say, massive shout out again to our 50/50 ticket sellers. Brilliant turnout, over just over £120 again in the kitty. And we had some very, very happy supporters up on the back row. Mind you, we had a very happy supporter in the little area down near the cafe last week. So people seeming to appreciate the efforts and are very grateful. A lot of work done. And, of course, the Player of the Month was awarded to Evan Coles, and well-deserved for Evan. I mean, he stepped up when Harrison took the injury a few weeks back, and he's really shown, we've got good goaltending there in both Harrison and Evan. But, you can see from the quality of the hockey that's been going on this year within Morley that the Wild have stepped up, all the other teams have stepped up a gear, and there's so much happening. It's a phenomenal season, and there's still plenty of hockey still to come. In terms of hockey and other bits, I may as well just do our final little segment now, if I find the right piece of music. Ah yes, here we are. As usual, if you want to keep in touch with everything Widnes Wild, you can go to Facebook or twitter.com/WidnesWild, and you can check out the Instagram page, instagram.com/WidnesWildOfficial, and all the relevant videos of Wild games are put on our YouTube site, linked to whichever feeds, youtube.com/WidnesWild Ice Hockey Club. Don't forget, we have our website has the community section, the fan zones areas where there's the own and loan shirts and all ticket information. A little update on own and loan shirts courtesy from the website. If you want a home shirt or an away shirt, they're £80. If you want one of the warm-up shirts, they're £60. Shirts that are currently available: Tom Brearley's away and warm-up, Joe Wyatt's away and warm-up, Bez Hughes' home shirt, Harrison Walker's away shirt, Evan Cole's away and warm-up, Tom Stubley's warm-up, Jack Murray home and away, Matt Barlow's home, away and warm-up shirts, Jay Robinson's warm-up shirt, and Joe Greaves' warm-up shirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 shirts. But so there's plenty to pick from. If you want a late sort of Christmas present, sort of to put a little IOU in somebody's little Christmas card, there you go. They are still available. Of course, we have also got to thank our very, very valued sponsors, without whom the Widnes Wild doesn't function to the best that it can. And we thank our title sponsor, YKK, and also our other sponsors of Sprakes & Son of Widnes, Straight In, MPG Maintenance Property Services, Crosscheck Clothing, The Coach Company, the University of Salford, Planet Ice, and we have our charity, of course, the Halton Haven Hospice. And those of you who kept your eyes peeled this weekend also saw that the Santa Dash was going on Sunday morning, and he'd appeared out of his little frozen home. Our friend, our pal, Pucker the Penguin, made a guest appearance. I think he actually ran it, if I'm not mistaken. What a guy. Pucker, thank you for being there. Thank you for representing the Widnes Wild. And I don't know how you do it. You're brill. You're fabulous. We do miss you on game nights, but we do understand you're a busy, busy penguin these days. But, all efforts appreciated, so thank you, Pucker, for that one. Last few fixtures to come up for the next few weeks. Well, Saturday 18th of December, this coming weekend, if I'm not mistaken, Solihull Barons will be hosting your YKK Widnes Wild at 4 p.m, and the Blackburn Under-12s will host the Widnes Under-12s at 5 p.m. On Sunday 19th, the Widnes Under-10s are in cross-ice action in Manchester via the Altrincham rink, and that's at 4:20. The Solihull Under-14s will be hosting the Widnes Under-14s at 7:10. And your YKK Widnes Wild will be hosting the Sheffield Scimitars at 5:30 p.m. And that's, at the moment, that's the last game that I have available for 2021. But don't forget, we do have plenty of games in 2022 to come. Just one for the very first weekend, that of Sunday the 2nd of January. So one way to brush off the following bit of, how can I put it, post-Christmas and post-New Yearness. On Sunday, the Solihull Barons will be hosting, that's Sunday the 2nd of January, I should say, the Solihull Barons will be hosting the YKK Widnes Wild again in league action at 4 p.m. And if you don't fancy the trek down to Solihull, come and support your Widnes Wild ladies. They are in action at Planet Ice Widnes. They'll be hosting the Kingston Diamonds at 4:15, and that is the Sunday the 2nd of January 2022 fixtures, and we'll be bringing you more, of course, in the coming podcasts. So, where does that leave us? It leaves me with a nice little task now. On behalf of everybody involved with Widnes Wild, and actually, a last little thing. I got my voice back eventually. I kind of lost it a bit towards the end of Sunday night. Some of you might have heard. If the announcement was heard over the absolute raptures noise post match, I've been suffering with a bit of a cold, and I lost my voice for a bit. So last week's podcast, of course, was a little shorter, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Final thing from me for tonight or today. Thank you for listening over this part of the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed the new format. We're hoping to bring you, all being well, a round table towards the end of the week. Keep your eyes and ears open for that. and there should be one more podcast for 2021 next week. Because, of course, it's festive time nearly. So I shall now get ready to sort of preemptively wish you all to take care, of course, with all the current restrictions. It is getting scary again out there. So everyone, look after yourselves, look after each other, and of course, enjoy your hockey where you get it. This has been the Time to Go Wild Radio podcast for another week. We'll catch you again very soon. Till next time, from me, ta-ra.